So greetings of the day, myself Mahato Shailesh Kumar, and in this particular video lecture we are going to discuss about the major domains of the earth part 2. We have previously done the major domains of the earth part 1, in which we have seen the continents, and we have just a brief introduction about all the continents. In this video lecture we're going to see the lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere in a very easy manner. So let's get started. So, as we know that our Earth is a very complex zone and it is just surrounded by the three main components, and it overlap as well as interact. The first component is lithosphere, the second is atmosphere, and the third is hydrosphere, and both of the three makes biosphere. So the solid portion of the earth on which we live is called lithosphere. The gaseous layers that surround the earth is the atmosphere, okay, where oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and other gases are found. Water covers a very big area of the earth's surface, and this area is called the hydrosphere. So the hydrosphere comprises water in its all form, that is ice, water and water vapor. Now the last thing is biosphere. So biosphere is the narrow zone where we find land, water and air together. So it is the combination of lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere, that is biosphere. So we'll start with the lithosphere. So lithosphere, as we have discussed, that lithosphere is the solid portion of the earth. Okay, it comprises of rocks of earth's crust and thin layers of soil. That also contains nutrient elements which sustains organisms. So there are two main divisions of the earth's surface: the larger land masses and the huge water bodies. So the larger land masses are known as the continents and the huge water bodies are known as the ocean basins. So you can visualize this picture. In this picture, this lithosphere is being present. So you can see this is the part where we can stand. This is the land masses part where we can stand. Okay, so this is known as a lithosphere. It is just crust plus the upper mantle of the earth's surface. We have also discussed in our previous lectures that what is crust, what is mantle. So lithosphere is what? It is the crust plus upper mantle. You can see there is a crust in which on the crust there is a water body, land masses. So it is the combination of water body and land masses. Below crust there is a mantle, and below mantle there is a core inside of the earth. After lithosphere, now let us talk about the hydrosphere. So earth is called blue planet because more than 71% of earth is covered with water and 29% is land. So hydrosphere consists of water in all its form. Hydrosphere consists of water in all its form as a running water in oceans and rivers and in lakes, ice in glaciers, underground water and the water vapor in atmosphere. So all comprise the hydrosphere because more than 97% of the earth's water is found in the oceans and is too salty for human use. A large proportion of the rest of the water is in the form of ice sheets and glaciers or under the ground, and a very small percentage of available for fresh water for human. We have also discussed this thing in our environment chapter, in which we discussed that our earth consists of 97% of water, in which only 0.001% of water is only available for the drinking purpose, that is fresh water, and all the rest remain water is salty water that we cannot use for the human purpose, for the drinking purpose. Okay, so this is the image of hydrosphere. So how hydrosphere process occurs? So you can see there's a river, trees, rain and snow, sun, clouds, evaporation and ocean. So in the daytime, from the oceans, the process of evaporation takes place. The water droplets, the moisture that goes up down, that form in the clouds form. So it forms the cloud formation. After cloud formation, in the season of rainy season, the rain and snow falls from that cloud. That rain and snows that is falling from the cloud get by the tree. So after it gets by the tree, after getting by the tree, it becomes the groundwater. After groundwater, it again forms in the ocean. So the process repeats. This is the hydrosphere. I have also another picture depicting the hydrosphere. You can see this is the groundwater, or you can say ocean water, river, lake. So all types of water is being evaporated in the daytime. After evaporation, the process of condensation takes place. After the condensation, the cloud formation takes place, and after that cloud formation, the precipitation of water takes place. Means clouds, the rainy season in which rain occurs. So after rainy season, the snow and the rainwater droplets again comes on the surface runoff, and after that surface runoff, it again goes on the groundwater and mixes with the sea, lake or river, and again evaporation, condensation, precipitation and surface runoff water. This process repeats itself. Next, we will talk about the atmosphere. So, the earth is surrounded by a layer of gas called atmosphere. A thin blanket of air is an integral and important aspect of the planet. Okay, the atmosphere extends up to a height about 1600 kilometers. The atmosphere is divided into 5 layers based on composition, temperature and other properties. Okay, and these layers starting from the earth's surface are called troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. I will show this picture of all this: troposphere, exosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and all these things. So the atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, which make up about 99% of clean dry air. Nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, and other gases like carbon dioxide, argon and other gases comprise 1% by volume. So oxygen is the breath of life. We all know this very well. While nitrogen helps in the growth of living organism, carbon dioxide, through present in a minute amount, is important as it absorbs heat radiated by the earth, so thereby keeping the planet warm. It is also essential for the growth of plants. Okay, so you can see in this picture there is a depiction of layers of Earth's atmosphere. So you can see troposphere. After troposphere, there is a stratosphere from 11 to 50 km from the Earth's surface landmass. After stratosphere, there is a mesosphere. You can see there is a meteorological locket also comes in this mesosphere. Meteors also comes in this mesosphere. After mesosphere, there is a thermosphere from 80 to 90 to 800 kilometers. Okay, this is mesosphere. The process of aura formation also takes place in this thermosphere, and the temperature is about minus 86.5 degree to 1200 degree Celsius. After troposphere, there is exosphere, in which our spaceship and satellites are there. It is about 800 to 3000 kilometers from the land part of the earth. Okay, so these are the layers of atmosphere, and the temperature at exosphere is about 1200 degrees Celsius. So after talking about lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, we'll just discuss about the biosphere. Biosphere is also the domain for life or domain for life. The biosphere is the narrow zone of contact between the land, water and air. It is in this zone that life that is unique to this planet exists. So there are several things we can see in this picture. You can see there's hydrosphere, atmosphere and lithosphere all in the one picture. So all this compactness, createness or the contact make a biosphere. That is very important for the living organisms to survive, because our earth is only planet where we can survive, where life is possible, because of these three things: atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. So the organisms in the biosphere may be broadly divided into plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. That is different topic. 3 domains of the earth interact with each other. What are the 3 domains? Lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. All these 3 domains interact with each other and makes a biosphere, that is the life supporting sphere. Okay, so the 3 domains of the earth interact with each other and affect each other in some way or the other. For example, cutting of forest for fulfilling our needs of wood, or clearing land for agriculture, maybe for any purpose, maybe lead to be fast removal of soil from slopes, because we are just cutting, we are just doing deforestation. So it will just directly foremost the removal of soil from slopes. So similarly, the earth's surface may be changed due to natural calamities like earthquakes, Okay, for example, there could be submergence of land as happened in the case of tsunami recently. Parts of Andaman and Nicobar Islands were submerged underwater. This is the true story, I can say. Discharge of waste material into lakes and rivers makes the waters unsuitable for human race, and it also damages other forms of life. So there's several things also, because of emission of from industries, thermal power plants and vehicles pollute the air. Carbon dioxide, that is CO2, is an important constituent of air, because if you know the photosynthesis process, you can just really understand the importance of carbon dioxide. Okay, because the tree uses carbon dioxide for making their food. Most of the plants, or you can say many plants, or all the plants, uses carbon dioxide for making their food, and after taking them carbon dioxide, they produces oxygen, which is inhaled by us. So it is very very important. Without carbon dioxide, you cannot judge life, you cannot imagine life. Okay, an important constituent of air, but increase in the amount of CO2 leads to increase in global temperatures, and it leads to in global warming, the term. Okay, so it should be need to limit the use of resource of earth to maintain the balance of nature between the domains of lithosphere and the atmosphere and the hydrosphere. So that's it for the lecture video. We'll meet in the next video lecture. Bye bye.